Well, hello everybody and welcome in. It's gonna be like a kind of quick live. Of course, I'm being accused of once again drinking, which I find that a little bit ironic when I'm not. Um, did I go up on purpose live and I seen Irish up there? Yeah, I did. And what I did was I decided to drop down. The reason being is because I do not talk to her at all. Now, I would say this: my children are my business. My children's date of birth are my business, not yours, I even say. Not yours. They're not yours, they're mine. They're mine, Jesse. You understand that? They are mine. You didn't bring me into the world, I did. I have a son who doesn't even know who the fuck you are. So shut the fuck up and move the fuck on. And you're saying that I'm tormenting family in Ireland? I don't even live in Ireland. I haven't lived in Ireland since the year 2011. I don't talk to anyone in Ireland. I don't do jack shit. So stop. Stop wasting our head. And Buckeye, go fuck yourself. You're full of shit. You've been full of shit. You've always been full of shit. Oh, we love Susan. Bullshit. Bullshit. Okay? I'm going to call bullshit on that. I was in, Ray Ray's Discord, and Ray Ray told me, oh, well, she went into a private room. She didn't give a fuck about me. So stop going up there and saying, you actually give a shit about me because you really fucking don't. None of you actually don't. Honestly, none of you actually fucking understand what it's like. None of you. I'm sorry, but I mean, Susan, your son doesn't even know who you are. Well, really, my son knows very well who I am. that's a joke. I mean, come on now. My son was only down here. Stop it. Stop it. Because because some dickhead I decided to write. I will tag me in actually in my mentions, and I've been tagged quite a bit in mentions to be quite honest. With Joe, right? He's been tagging me the whole time, calling me Susan, you cunt, Susan, you this, Susan, you that. I didn't respond to any of it. Not a thing. I didn't respond to any of it, right? But I got to put up with that the whole time. Uh, so stop seeing things from one side. One side. I'm not arguing with anybody, but what I'm saying is, you got to understand how many times I've been tagged in Joe stuff. You piece of shit. You cunt. You this. You that. All the rest of it. Jesse went up there and said I'm playing Russian roulette with my life. Well, it's my life. If I want to do that, I'm going to fucking do it. You can't stop me. You are not a sister. You never have been. I've been here in the UK since the year 2011. You are not a sister to me. You are fuck all to me, actually. Let's get that clear and let's wipe the slate with that right now. You are nothing to me. You might have the same surname as me, but that's about it. You may have the same bloodline running through your veins as me, but that's it. You are nothing to me. If you want to think that I'm playing Russian roulette with my life, don't you fucking worry about it because you won't be invited. I'm sick of this shit. Look, I stayed off of YouTube for quite a bit to get myself into a good sleeping routine and do fucking good shit. And then you have this, of course. Look, I go up there and say nice things, and then Purple leaves Jessie up there, right? Do you honestly think that I'm going to go up there and talk with her? I'm going to jump off because I have nothing to say to her. She means fuck all to me. The only thing what is the same bloodline and the same fucking surname. That's it. I've been watching the mentions in my channel, my YouTube, and I've been called every goddamn name underneath the sun. And if I want to put my children's fucking date of birth out there, they're my children. They're not for you to take. They're not yours. They're not yours. They don't want none. Manny doesn't want nothing to do with you at all. I spoke to Manny so many times. She wants fuck all to do with you. And for my boy, well, hell, he don't even fucking remember you. I mean, it's not like you gave him a birthday card, did you? I mean, come on now. You're up there being all sympathetic and, oh, she's in addiction and she's doing this and she's doing that and she's playing Russian roulette with her life. Well, it's my life. I can do what the fuck I want. And it's up to me to do it. It's up to me to sort myself out, and that's what I've been doing. But of course, you don't see that now, do you? No one has the right to tell me what to fucking do. No one. Oh, she's drinking now. No, the fuck, I'm not drinking. What, this time of the day? Give me a break. Look, the bottom line is, and Buckeye saying she's blocked my channel. Buckeye, you must have said something for one of my moderators to probably block you. We don't want you in our chat. We don't want you over here. You're a, you go up there and you talk the big talk. I mean, I will give it to her. She's good at talking, right? Oh, we loved her and we cared for. No, the fuck you did not. Give me a break. Do you honestly think that I believe that half these people actually give a fuck about me? No, I don't. I genuinely don't. Sorry, but I'm drinking all day, every day. Where's the money coming for that? I'd love to know because at the end of the day, I don't get paid like that. I'm going to bed at fucking 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock in the morning, waking up at 7, eating proper meals. No, there's no drink. Did I do it when I was going through a major depression, a major meltdown? Fuck yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. But people can't hold me for that forever. Are you gonna fucking bring that up all the time? People going through certain things and bringing up all this stupid shit. Well, I don't have enough money coming from the government to even keep that craziness going, to be honest. So stop. All I'm gonna say is Irish. The minute you're on panel with me, I'm not gonna say I'm panel with you. I'm sorry. I fuck all to say to you. God forbid if I drop dead tomorrow, I don't even want you in my goddamn funeral. And I'm fucking saying it now. Going around telling people I play Russian roulette in my life and all this bullshit. I mean, give me a break. I'll probably outlive that bitch. But anyway, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Who knows? God knows better. I believe in one God, and that's it. At the end of the day, that is totally it with me. I believe whatever's meant to happen is going to happen, and if I outlive her, God knows. If I don't, well, she won't be around my funeral. I make sure I put that in my fucking documents here in the UK to make sure she's not going to be anywhere near me when I am fucking dead in God. And that's what she's saying. You know what I mean? I have made a will. I've totally made a will. I've totally made a will of my property. I've totally made a will of everything. And she's not anywhere. She will not be allowed to even step foot inside. my front door. Let me tell you one thing for none. A lot of people don't fucking know, right? I moved over to the UK in the year 2011. She has never, not once, been in any of my homes, ever. She wasn't even there when my boy was born. So, yeah, my son does not know her. Bottom line, there's no more to say about that. He doesn't know her. What can I say? I asked him. We was like, who is that? You know, he don't know her. Now here's the thing, right? I was on YouTube way before they came along, and I was enjoying YouTube. And look, I was even talking about bringing funny videos out. What I do have before they came along, obviously, and soured everything. You know, I was thinking of bringing out funny videos. Yeah, you know what? Real life, get the fuck out of my chat. You have no idea. And that's probably someone under a fucking bullshit name. Look, if I drop dead tomorrow, I'll tell you one thing for nothing, she won't be involved in this. Because I've already written my fucking will. Hey Steve, how are you doing? Let's talk music show. She is not going to be around me if anything, God forbid, happens to me. I don't believe it's going to happen to me, but she's predicting my unalivement and the whole shebang, you know what I mean? And Buckeye Mama, fuck off. That's all I'm gonna say to you is fuck right off. I know what you were doing with past. All right, just stop, stop. You know, when Susan, you put out, you said things. Yeah, I said things. Yeah, some things I may have got wrong, but I'm 50% of that I probably got right. You know, you got pissed off because Past found a better woman. That's what it is. And actually, Rocco, I want to say this to you as well. I've never recorded anyone in Discord. Ever. Never. I've never. So, Rocco, you're lying. You said you felt that you were being recorded. That's a lot of fucking lies. That is a whole lot of lies. I mean, seriously. I mean, Rocco, you think you're that important? You know, come on now. And for the recordings, nothing will. I'm gonna fucking delete it. Actually, to be quite honest, I'm gonna. It's deleted. It's gone. There has been nothing put out on YouTube on my behalf. I've never passed anything on to anyone else and said put that out. I've done fuck all. I haven't done a thing. But the Irish, all right, I'm gonna call her Irish because that's what that person likes to go by. Um, you said you want this and you want that. I mean, a lot of people know that you were. Just so you know that. And guess what? WhatsApp does not lie. You might think I'm a liar. Okay. We say I'm a liar then, right? WhatsApp does not lie. Irish, it doesn't lie. Everything you sent me, I still have it. Do you understand that? You dumb fuck. Susan, I don't lie. I approved myself that you were yes, I was in VC, rock, but I never recorded a damn fucking thing. Never. There's Rocco, even to this day, has anything been put out on VC? No, never, not at all. I'm not that kind of low life piece of shit where I think that, okay, yeah, I'm gonna put this out. No, never happened. It's not gonna happen. Simple as, Rocco. And you were in purpose then saying, I felt that, oh, she was recording us. No, the fuck I wasn't. What think I am? The recording perfect person of the world? I mean, give me a break. Seriously. Look, as I said, no, I played like 5 seconds of that, and then that recording was not of you, Rocco, at all. It was something that CJ said to me, and it's not. I don't. You know what? It's never going to be put on. Like I said on purpose, it's never going to be put on YouTube ever. Not because it didn't happen on YouTube. Why should I put something out on YouTube when it never happened? I'm not that kind of I want to do clip it and get a bunch of people in so I can do this. No. No, I'm not that kind of person. And in fact, I deleted the fucking thing just a while ago. I deleted it. I'm done with it. It doesn't matter. I put it on purple what for 2 seconds. They didn't even know what the fuck was even going on. That was only proof to say yes, I did record it. The fact of the matter is, I get a lot of slack. People saying to me, oh, you're a bad person, you're this and you're that, and you're everything, underneath the fucking sun. I see it. I see it. Believe me, I see it, man. You know what I mean? I'm here and I'm fucking like struggling to live my life the best way I can fucking do so. And you have people bullshitting, Susan. You have many apologies to make. To who, Rocco? No, nothing has been put out. There's never going to be anything put out. I said that on the Pigeons channel. So I mean, what do you want me to do? Actually, in fact, I got that a while ago and I fucking deleted it. And then the Irish person says, I don't know why people want to support her. I'm not apologizing to my sister for jack shit because I did nothing wrong to her. She's a bitter bitch. She's always been a bitter bitch. That's why when she went up on purples, I bounced out because I said, no, I'm not having a conversation with her. Sorry, I'm not. I'm not doing it. This is family at the end of the fucking day, and people have to understand. I've been staying quiet. I've been staying quiet. I haven't been saying a whole lot, but there's a hell of a lot I can say. If I you know show ye the kind of abuse I was being sent in my fucking YouTube studio from her boyfriend, you'd be thinking differently, right? You haven't seen that abuse. You haven't seen it. Calling me every name underneath the goddamn sun, right? You haven't seen that abuse. It's in my YouTube studio. It's in called, I think, called mentions, right? You haven't seen that abuse, but I've seen it. I've seen it. So I said to myself, "Oh, I need to take a break from YouTube." Well, Terry, that's fine with you. I mean, look, I'm not. I mean, with the Discord thing, everyone has been put out of there. I looked at it and I WhatsApped you this morning and said to you, everyone has been put out of there. I don't know how to get them back in, but I feel at this point in time, I'm better not having a Discord, because you did mention having a Discord would be probably putting a hole in my head. So I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have Discord, right? I should just do YouTube and that's it. And for corn dogs, no, I never said any sexual things about you. Ask them to prove it. Ask them to prove it. Okay? I live in the UK, you live in America. I have no intentions of anything in that seeded, weird, fucked up kind of way. I don't have them intentions whatsoever. The only persons I think about is my fucking kids. Bottom line. And people all around my circle and people around me who support me and people who are around my circle outside of YouTube, they know all I care for is my children. That's the bottom line. Look, I can be your friend, I can be this, I can be that, whatever. But I've never said, tell Buckeye, prove that. Where's the messages? It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Well, Tara, you did say I put a hole in my head if I had a Discord. So at the end of the day, I mean, I that Discord will be going. I don't feel that it's any way. Well, of course she's lying to you. She's a lying. Buckeye said, "Oh, we love Susan. We cared for her. Oh, she got blocked in your channel the last time she came in here. Well, she must have said something fucking bad if she got blocked. I'll put it that way, right? Because I know what moderators I have. A lot of them are moderate from the bushes, and I'm fine with that. And she must have said something, and I need to go back and look at that. But if the comment is gone, I'm not going to see it. So yeah. No corn dogs. You can't have a wrench. I'm not giving wrenches out to anybody. I've 8 moderators, and that's it. And Tara, you say my family deserve an apology for what? For someone asking me a fucking fucked up question in Discord? Okay, you know. Look, I'm gonna let that go at that. I'm not gonna bring that up anymore. Just leave it go. Because it's bullshit, and I will stand by my dad in every goddamn way. Look, I'm Breach. I don't care about Irish. All right, I don't. I don't care about her. I know what she's fucking doing. I know. I see her going up on panels and saying a lot of bullshit. I see that. She's bring. She said that I had no right to mention my children birth dates. They're my children. I brought them into the world. They're my kids. That they're mine. They are mine. Okay, they're mine. And I didn't even mention about the loss of other children because there was losses. But I'm not going to even bother going there because I'll be called a fucking liar, right? But the paperwork what I have says fucking different, okay? But nah, I'm sick of this bullshit. Look, Bridge, I respect you and you're from Ireland and all that kind of shit, but at the end of the day, I mean, when you have a sister going after you the whole time, I mean, I'm not going to sit up there on a panel and go back and forth with her. If anything, I'm giving respect by getting down off the panel because I'm not willing to go back and forth with her. Does anyone not see that? Does anyone not see that? Does anyone not see the fact that when I knew that Irish was up there, that I got down off that panel because I'm not going to go back and forth with her. Bottom line. I have her boyfriend doing all sorts of clips on me and mentioning me my fucking YouTube studios, right? Calling me every seeded name underneath the goddamn sun. Now I gotta live with that shit, right? And then you have someone saying, "Oh well, she's playing Russian roulette with her life." Well, guess what? It's my life. If I want to do that, I'm gonna do it. It's none of their goddamn business. And the truth of the matter is, I'm not doing that. I'm not. I heard about drug abuse. What fucking drugs? The only medications I get are from the GP. I had people ringing up my damn doctor. Well, we put a stop to that, didn't we? When we had to change the phone number, didn't we? That didn't. That stopped really quick. So please don't even. I mean, yes, corn dogs. It's early. Of course I am. I go to bed early every night. I'm eating correctly. I'm eating at home. I'm looking after myself. I'm looking after my best interests, I would say right now. It's just fucking ridiculous. And I'm not going to, at the end of the day, right? At the end of the goddamn day, if anything, God forbid, and I don't wish this, right? God forbid, if anything ever happens to me, Irish is not going to be, not be going to be allowed near it. Not at all. I have written up wills. I have protected my apartment for who comes in if, God forbid, if anything happens. I've done so much things people don't even fucking understand to keep these motherfuckers away from me. Even if I was gone tomorrow, which I don't believe that's going to happen. I'm 45 years of age. I don't see end of life happening very soon. I don't do street drugs. I don't do any of that shit. Um, but I have literally written up wills, and I make sure that these motherfuckers stay the fuck away from me. And if I want to say my kids' date of birth, that's on me. That's my kids. I own them. They're mine. They're my blood. They're my bloodline. Corn dogs, I've never in my life took street drugs. Just so you know that. Never in my life. Well, I'm not interested in men. I've never even took a straight drug to start with. Corn dogs. I think you're asking the wrong sister on that one. I've never done anything like that in my life, and I don't. At this age, I'm not going to do it now. There's no way. I've spent a beautiful time with my son. Um, that's all what matters to me. Call me cupcake. Why you even the fuck even in here? You don't even like me. No, I'm not going to be trying LSD. I'm not going to be trying nothing, corn dogs. Why the fuck would I even want to do that? Why would I even want to do that? But they all see me. Oh, she's in addiction. She's this. She's that. They don't want to hear the good. They don't want to hear the good things. They only want to hear the negative things, right? I mean, if I'm so out of my head the whole time, why am I drawing up wills? Why am I protecting my property? If God forbid, if anything ever happened to me, there's only so many names who will come in here. Why am I doing all that stuff? Why? Think about that. No, call me cupcakes. For the last while I have not been drinking. And I know, look, I get it. Because I came on here drinking at first, people are gonna say, "Oh, well, she's always gonna be drinking." No, it's not always that. People will stop and they will think, "Do I want to do that? Do I want to come on YouTube and be that way?" No, I don't. I've heard that I wake up in the morning and I drink and I go, no, no, that's not me at all. That's not me. I know what my drinking habits were. Um, it would be more stay quiet for a long time and then go on a kind of bender. You know what I mean? But it was not every day. I can't afford it like that. It's bullshit. It's just bullshit. It really is. But I would say this: I'm working with professionals. Um, I'm working with mental health and whatnot. Of course, with a problem like that, an addiction like that, there's always something behind it, and of course, it falls down with mental health. There's been a lot of things what went wrong in my life. I mean, I will be honest with you right now, and this is the most honest you'll ever get me. I never wanted to be by myself. I never dreamed. I always feared the fact that I would be by myself. And what happened? I'm by myself. I always remember being younger, a little bit younger, and I always remembered I don't never want to be by myself. I always remember that. You know, and if people don't understand that and get that, well, that's on you, right? Because people they think a lot when you're growing. There's certain things that some people are afraid of snakes. Some people are afraid of I don't know, a spider or whatnot. But my fear in my life, I never wanted to be by myself, and I have so much things that I could talk about, and I don't know how I'm doing it today. Really, to be honest, I don't know how I'm still doing what I'm doing. Tara was WhatsApping me last night, and I was like, "Nah, 9 o'clock my time. I'm in bed. Where's the drink? There's none. It's not happening, right?" But my biggest fear in life was always I never wanted to be alone. Big time. Buckeye Mama was never my friend. Let me tell you that right now. I don't want to say anything wrong. I'm kind of to the point where, in my heart, in my soul, I feel defeated. Um, I'm hanging in there. You have Buckeye saying, "Oh, I really loved her and cared for her." Well, if your friend was in dire needs, I mean, where the fuck are you? You know what I mean? You left, girl. You've been gone a long time. You used me as a stepping stone to get into Purple Channel. I know that. I see that. It happens. And I had been warned before that. I had literally been warned before Buckeye Mama came in my channel. I had been warned about her. And I'm not going to mention who said that, but I had been warned, okay? I was a stepping stone to get back in Because at that time, if you think back, I was good friends with Purple. Me and her we were all right, you know. Um, but yeah, to me, it doesn't really matter anymore. Oh, the light. When you say I've lost everyone, um, if you're talking about YouTube, I'll tell you what I've lost. I've lost my whole. I've lost my whole family, and I'm not talking about Irish. I'm talking about my father. I've lost him because of the bullshit what was said about him. Um, I haven't really lost Ali. Ali's been here. I haven't lost Melanie. So what you do when things like that happen, and mental health is teaching me this. Well, what you got to do is close down and focus on the people you do have. And I'm focusing on the people I do have. And they are my two children. And Jesse, let me tell you something, bitch. I can say my children's date of birth, no problem. It's not your business. They're my children. They're mine. And you cannot take them. Okay? They're not yours. They're mine. They're who I brought into the world. They're my babies, not yours. Okay? Let's get this right. Because I'm sick and tired of this bullshit. Always she just put our children's date of birth out there. So what? I mean, Melanie's all over age, and I gave Ellie's date of birth. Yeah, 19th of April, year 2013. So what? I have the right to do that because I'm his mom. I'm his mom. You understand that? Irish, he does not know you. He doesn't know who the fuck you really are. He don't know you. I could explain to him all day who you are, and he's not accepting you for nobody. And I don't know why it is, but he just doesn't like you. You know, we had a situation going back a couple of years back when I was in Ireland, and I was trying to stay in Ireland. He mentioned, well, because he's mixed race. I mean, what? Hold on, what? What? Because he's beautiful, chocolate brown eyes, and he's the most handsome looking guy you'll ever look at? What? Because he's mixed race, right? Stop it. At the end of the day, that's like quite a few years ago. That's when Ali was, I think, he was like 1.5 years of age. Tara, you can say what you like, but I'm not drinking now. And if you want to say that I'm boozing up and doing it, go ahead and do it. I don't care. Uh, People are gonna fucking say this all the time. Oh well, yeah, she's drinking. Yeah, she's doing. Yeah, where's all the money coming out of? I gotta say, I gotta put my home first. Gotta pay my bills. I gotta do my stuff. My son does not know Jesse. Sorry, he does not. Of the light, if that's what you've been told, that's a goddamn lie. He does not know her. He does not know her. He met her when he was 1.5 years of age. Yeah, he did stay overnight one night, but I mean, he's been in the UK ever since after that. He does not know her. I asked him when he was down there. He said he don't know her. He does not know her. I don't think he really does want to know her neither because, you know, he's very protective of his mom. No, Tara, there's no one drinking. I had my son down here, as y'all know. Um, that takes a lot out of my money, so no, I can't afford to even fucking drink. So what the fuck are you even talking about? I didn't of the light that see there you go again. I didn't choose booze over my children. I did not. Sorry, you're wrong again. Do you want the real truth? You said I put booze over my kids. I mean, you fucking kidding me? No, I never did. Keep look. I mean, seriously. I mean, of the light saying I chose booze over my kids. No, I did not. Of the light, can I ask you a question? Okay, if I choose booze over my kids, why did I pay £100 for my son to come down here and pay another 200 and odd and do this and do that, all out of my pocket? Where's the and I'm totally sober, right? So where's the booze coming out of? It's not happening. Look, if I want to have a quiet drink, I can turn on Netflix and watch Netflix and have a quiet drink. That's pretty normal for anybody. Anybody, right? I don't need to fucking do this shit. I don't need to do it. Of the light, I don't. You say, asking me where's my kids been all this time? They've always been in the background. You don't know. I just don't. I don't bring it. I don't bring it up a whole lot. I don't bring up the fact that Melanie calls me. I don't bring up anything. I don't. That's personal. I don't come on here to talk about my children to start with, okay? They're my children, okay? Of the night. I'm not going to come on here and talk about my children. They're mine. Their moments with me are precious. They're the love of my life, and I will tell you, I think if given today's society, I think if I didn't have them, I don't think I would be here today talking to you. Of the light, you don't know there's a lot going. Of course, they are. Yeah, there's a lot going. There's a lot of unseen stuff you don't know. I don't talk about it on YouTube. Of the light, it's not for YouTube. How can I fight for a daughter who's 25 years of age? Yeah. Breach, I'm not gonna even read your comment because you know why? You're all for Jesse. You don't see the smoke between the mirrors. I don't think you'll ever will. I'm just saying that. You don't. So why do you think I cut my sister off? Why? Why do you think I took her out of my will and I made sure if any God forbid if anything ever happened to me that she is never going to be around me? Why do you think I blocked her from even coming into my apartment if anything ever happened to me? I mean, come on now, think about that. But y'all like to sit here and fucking judge me, right? Judge me for what? Can you still be there for your daughter? I'm always there for Mel. She calls me all the time. No matter what Minnie wants to do with her life, Minnie's only a Minnie's a grown adult. She's 25 years of age right now. I love Minnie to bits. She's my firstborn. I love Ellie just as much too. My concern would always be Ellie because he's underage, whereas that Minnie's not. But she's a very educated girl. She got her master's and she got a bachelor's, and then now she has done her master's. I can't look. I'm such a protective mother. I gave up to Minnie when I found out she was even doing a vape, fucking vape, only because I knew she was a severe asthmatic as a child. Yeah, Breeze, you can say what you want. I want nothing from her neither. And she's not welcome to, God forbid if I drop dead tomorrow, which I don't think I will. But my will isn't made out. I went through it in detail. I even know what songs I want played, but she is not involved. She will never be involved. Telling me I'm playing Russian roulette with my life. It's my life. It's not hers. Um, and I know, at the end of the day, I know, God forbid if anything ever happened to me, I know what I put in paperwork. So she's out. She's completely out of the picture. And the only reason what prompted me to make these wills was the fact that I had C19 back years ago. I had no clue that things would be blocked and this would happen because I didn't put it on paper. And if you're wondering why I decided to do all these things, is because when I had C19 back in the day, there was a lot. I mean, my God, they wouldn't leave my family into my apartment even because it wasn't put on paper. I mean, who would think, you know what I mean? But now I think a lot of things. God forbid if anything happens to me. Look, I even have life insurance taken out of me for my kids. So they can fuck off. I mean, they don't live my life. They don't live in the same country I even live in. They do not live in the same country I live in. Um, and this whole needing to get sober, I've been sober for fucking days. I've been eating correctly, and I've been going to bed early. So get fucked with that one. It's lovely that everyone on YouTube has an opinion about my life, but yeah, like you're right. Money does not matter at the end of the day, but of course I will take life. I did take life insurance out, and you know, I have done. I've tightened up, and I know what I want. God forbid if anything ever happened to me, but I don't. Honestly, I don't think everything. I don't think I'll be. I think I'll be here for a while. Genuinely, I don't. I don't. The way people say, "Oh, she's playing Russian roulette with her life." Well, it's my life. It's not your life. Not your business. You are not part of my life. That's what I'm going to say right now. You are not part of it. You are nowhere part of it. You will never be part of it. We might have the same blood running through our veins, and the same fucking surname, but that's about it. Believe me when I say that. And that's why when I heard that Irish was up there, I jumped off panel because you know what? I'm not having a discussion with that person. I'm not. I'm getting so much stuff from her boyfriend in my mentions. No, calling me I can't, you this, you that, you everything. If if you guys could see what I'm looking at, you would think different. Little clips about this calling me a cunt and a this and a that. I'm gone to the point where I'm considering seeking out a lawyer. You call it in the U.S., a solicitor here in the U.K. I have all that stuff um in my mentions, and that's called mental harassment. So yeah, I'm considering going down that road with that. You know, I do have the haunted police listening on my channel, just so you know that as well, just in case I try to do anything wrong. So I know the fucking haunted police are listening in because they told me they were. It makes it everyone's business. You heard I don't look of the like. You have no idea what went on. You have no idea what went on. I'm not claiming to be a victim, but at the end of the day, when I show all what's been done to me, enough is enough already. Enough is enough, Joe. I see what you're doing. And if you think that it's not being shown to the police over here, it is. Why do you think I haven't responded to any of your stuff? Why do you think when Irish gets up there, I drop down? I won't go up there when she's there. Enough is the fucking enough. It's in YouTube Studios. It's called YouTube Studios, and then you go into mention. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff there from her boyfriend. And you can't change that, and it's already being screenshotted. If he tries to delete it now, go ahead, but it's already being screenshotted. And you're doing this to a person who you know who's mentally unstable. I mean, really? Look, I know haunted police are listening to my channel because they fucking told me they are. Shout out to the haunted police officers. I know you're listening in, and yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit. They told me they were. They're listening to my channel. They dragged up my channel in front of me. They showed me. But what they don't see is boss being mentioned in YouTube Studios. They don't see that, but they have now. I'm entitled to go live when I want to go live. I'm not saying I'm going to do a damn thing. I'm not going to do anything at all. It's just a bubble mental health has put around me. You think that I don't go in and seek help and get all this stuff? Yeah, I do. I do. I do my mental health. I do my stuff. You know. Yeah, corn dogs. It is a sober stream. Very sober. Why the fuck would I want to drink? I mean, but things are being looked at. If you think that it's so complicated, if you think that the hunting police are not watching the channel because they know there's a bubble of mental health put around me, they're watching everything. But when I'm sending them screenshots of the mentions, they're looking at that too. And they call it mental harassment. That's what it is. But I mean, Irish doesn't want to show you that, does she? Now, in all fairness, call me every name underneath the sun, right? And if I want to say out my daughter's birthday or my son's birthday, they are my children. I brought them into the world. They are nothing to do with you. Nothing. I can say what I want about them. They're my babies. They're not yours. They're mine. You can't take them away from me no matter what. I'm sick of people fucking threatening me and saying, oh, well, you this, you. And the fact of going to Ireland, I tried to go to Ireland. I paid for all the tickets. I did all the stuff. But I was shut down once again. I was shut down for various reasons, and I'm not really going to go into that, but I was shut down. And when I said, oh, down the road, I mean, who knows what could happen? I would love to visit America. I would love to visit many countries. I'd love to visit Australia too. And then she went up there and said, oh, she can't even go to Ireland. Did you not see the fact that I paid for all my Irish trips? And actually, we were hiding it from you. We were not letting you know that I was even going to come over there. You didn't know that now, did you, Irish? Come fucking Irish. I mean, give me a fucking break. Give me a break. Now, if there's anything else you want to ask me, just fucking ask me because at the end of the day, and corn dogs, ask Buckeye for proof of what I said about you because it never happened. I know you're married. You showed me your wife and all that. You know that, and I really, I mean, at the end of the day, I've always said to people, the only people I care about is my kids. There's a lot of lies being told, but I mean, who's telling them? You gotta ask that question. Unblock who? Buckeye doesn't want to come in there. She said it on purpose, right? I didn't block her. Pretty sure my mom did, but Breeze, I don't know why you find anything funny. Because I'm not laughing. I'm sorry. I'm not. Really, I'm not. I had to take a spot. I had everything paid for. So I don't know why you find anything funny. Because at the end of the day, I didn't find anything funny. You know, I will tell you one thing. My son was over now and Jesse didn't even know he was fucking there. What a great aunt she is, right? She didn't even know he was there. We didn't want her to know he was there. Why the fuck do you think I tried to get? I paid for plane tickets and everything else to get over there because my boy was there, and that's the truth. And if you don't want to believe me, well, that's on you, right? But I know a lot of people seeing the plane tickets and the purchases and the whole shebang, so that's on you. I've nothing to say to Buckeye. Buckeye's full of shit. I don't need to unblock anyone. I heard her saying that she did not want to be unblocked in my channel, and that's fine. Good. Okay. I don't need to unblock anyone. Sorry, but it won't be happening. You have people like, talking shite and And see, that's the 50% of YouTube. All they do is talk shit. That's all they do. They talk a bunch of fucking shit. They don't know what's going on, and they think this and they think that and they think everything else. They don't know. But Buckeye has told so many lies too. I mean, of the light, so has fucking Purple. Purple has told so many lies. I mean, what do you expect? Talking about me telling lies? You're hanging out with the biggest liar on fucking YouTube. Only because Buddy pulled her, fucking fucking caught her for her bullshit. I don't know if it ever come out. I went up there coach when on Purple's panel. I went up there being normal. The minute she left Irish up there, I mean, I'm like I said, I have nothing to say to her. I will leave it with my over here. We're watching everything her boyfriend's putting on my channel, mentions and whatnot. She thinks her children are the only children that matter in this world. Well, guess what? My children matter too. My children are just as precious as anyone else's, you know. And I genuinely have made fucking You shouldn't have been doing this at the age of 40, fucking 5 years of age, right? But I definitely have made a lot of stuff. I've made wills and I have made everything. At the age of 45, at the age of 45, think about that. You've been making wills and all that, and making, governments making proper statements and whatnot. I mean, what the fuck? At the age of 45, well, back in the 60s, I would think 45 was old, but nowadays 45 is not old. But you gotta protect yourself and protect your people you love. You know, I've learned that lesson when I found myself in ICU back in the day, when I realized that I had nothing written out, I had nothing done. I never thought, okay, in a million years that I would even have to do that. But now waking up and now I see what I gotta do. Damn, I even put down every goddamn song, you know what I mean? I do a lot of religious stuff and a lot of religious songs, and I'll put them down, and that will believe me and trust me on that. You know what I mean? I'll put them down because people won't know what to fucking play. But if God forbid, if someone kicks the bucket in the morning, you know what I mean? They wouldn't know, but now they will know. Now they know my direction, what I want, and I despise the person who says she's playing Russian roulette with her life. Well, I say it this way: it's my life. It's not yours. It's not you. Not gonna be around anything anyways. If someone kicked the bucket in the morning, you would never. You be 40 is a nice one actually. Um, you would never be around that. You know. I used to love you be 40 actually. Companies come in. But I didn't decide to put them songs down. I put a lot of religious stuff down. You know, it's kind of sad where the world is going. People expect you to kick the bucket before you kick it, actually. And if people are wondering, well, where did this all come out of? Because of the C-19 situation, I didn't expect that they wouldn't even leave people, my own family, into my apartment because it wasn't written down. So what I did now was I wrote everything down and I made wills. You know, I'm taking out wills to make sure if God forbid if anything bad happened to me, I'm going to know my kids will be looked after. And when I say kids, one is an adult. But I'm such a bad person, right? I only think about myself. I only think about this, and I only think, oh, poor Susan. No, don't work that way with me in my mind. That's the portray they want to put out. That's what they want you to think. And breathe. I'm sorry, I'm not going to read your comments because it's negative, and anything negative, I will not read. I will not even highlight them. And they're angry that people actually come over to my channel. Why you angry, Iris? Why you want my chat to disappear? They're never going to disappear. I've been on YouTube longer than you. You're just a newcomer. Remember that. I had like so many friends. I mean, even if you think I don't have friends right now, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Very much so. Irish. I'm gonna call you that because I don't want to say the second name because I am just sick and tired of her boyfriend tagging me in mentions and calling me every name under goddamn sun. You know what I mean? When you're trying to get healthy and you're trying to get better, that shit doesn't fucking help, man. I don't care what anyone says; it does not help. And if you think I'm a weak person, I'm probably a strong person because you know why? I survived over here in the UK since the year 2011 without family, without anybody. And when I see people going around saying she's hurting her family, how the fuck am I doing that when I don't even live there? I don't live there. I've been there since the year 2011. I have not been there, apart from the time when someone passed away. But I haven't been there since. I haven't been there. So how am I hurting anyone? What am I doing? Nothing. I think YouTube is gone to the point where I'm in the sector and I don't even think I want to be in the fucking sector, to be honest, because I know there's better sectors out there than this bullshit. There's better people out there than this. And, I will go along and I will, do my thing, all this people with these, oh my God, you said this and you said that. I mean, it's YouTube. YouTube is like YouTube is not all the time real. I will put it that way. Harry, but I don't need to tell you where my mods are at, but I'm pretty sure they're watching. Leave them say what they want. Leave them say what they want. I mean, if they want something to say, leave them say it. But I know I have mods watching. I'll put it that way. Um, they don't need to come in the chat just to time someone out or block someone. They can do it from watching outside. So we've already spoke about this, and I know what I'm doing. Like I said, my moderators are they're not in the chat right now, but they're probably doing what they need to do outside. You can mud from the bushes. Just a hint to you what they're probably doing. But I have great muds. I'm not worried about that. I dropped my moderators down to like 8 people who I totally trust. And I told them if you gotta do from the bushes, do from the bushes. And not to mention I can block people up here myself anyways. It's not a big channel. I can block people up here anyways. It's not a big channel. People can be blocked up here. I can do it myself. What, there's 51 people in here right now? There's 51 people in. That's not a big channel. And I notice all the big channels with probably 4 to 5,000 people in there. They have like one moderator. Purpose Phoenix, what, something marriage? Don't know who you are, but welcome in. But truthfully, there is like people there with, I don't know, they would have 2,000 people in their chat and they have 1 month. 1 month. They don't hand, in the big channels, they don't hand out wrenches like candy, you know what I mean? But that's kind of interesting in a weird way. But apparently, according to Irish, no one should be supporting me. No one should give a damn about me. And no one should be. I was here before you ever came here to YouTube, bitch. Remember that, okay? Always remember that. Fucking stupid. Hold on. Eyes are wide open, Tara. Okay? Now, I just come on here to say my piece, more or less. You know, like I said, I just think that sometimes that people have to understand that it's not your family thrown in the mix, it's mine. Whereas that I won't speak about it at all. I won't talk about things because there's nothing really to talk about, really, to be honest, apart from Iris. But you know, her boyfriend is not very well in the head. I mean, I thought I had mental health fucking problems, but Jesus Christ, I mean, hmm, he outdoes me big time there. I mean, if you just take a look at my my mentions, I mean, that speaks volumes. Does he not think that I don't fucking see that? Does he not think that I don't screenshot that? Does he not think that I don't pass it on to other people here in the community to show them what kind of mental way that he's making me feel, right? And then Irish gets up there and speaks on purpose like, oh, well, look, it's all candy and roses over here, but she is the wrong person. She is a bad person. She's a piece of shit. Well, I'd rather be a piece of shit than being a prick, to be honest. At least I can speak my truth. Like I said, Everything he sends to me on mentions that has been recorded and downloaded, and yeah, I that's called mental harassment. I don't know if he sees it that way because he might have a problem himself, but you know he can always get a doctor to try and sign him off and say, "Well, I'm not, in the right mind, whatnot." But I don't think there is one in Ireland. For a man who can't look you in the eyes, makes look. I don't give a fuck about nothing anymore. I really don't. I really don't. If they want to come on and talk about me, well, I'm gonna fucking blast them to fucking hear and back. Talk about my kids. Go ahead. Go ahead. For the person who was Jesse was never there for any of the two of them. My son doesn't even fucking know you, you dumb fuck. Yeah, you had him when he was like 1.5 in your house when I was back in Ireland. The boy is now he's proper age now. He don't know the fuck who you are. I asked him when he was down there, he don't know you for nobody. He don't even want to know you. He said anyone who hurts my mom, no, I don't want friends with him. That's how Adi is. That's the way he is. I mean, wow. And I was like, ooh, I didn't expect him to say that, but he did. He's a precious child. And when anyone says hurt about my mom, no, I want nothing to do with them. That's the Irish way. See, you don't go along and you don't fucking talk shit about people and bring it to YouTube and just I mean look, people say, "Oh well I recorded someone." Okay. Did that record never see the light of day? No, it did not. It never will, and it's gone. Um Let me think for a bit. My God. I've stayed silent for quite a bit actually. You know, um when Ellie goes back to London, I do take it really bad. No, Tara, he does watch some of the stuff. He does see how people treat me, and he don't like it. He don't. He's like, Mom, I'm not even gonna. You know what? I'm gonna stay quiet. I'm gonna shut my mouth right now. He don't like it. He don't. He has a voice, and I say, leave. Well, like I said, I'm never going to put him on YouTube. He has never been on YouTube. Has he been on Discord? Yes. Has he been on YouTube? No. I keep telling him my channel's over 18. You're not 18 yet, so come back and ask me another day. That's the way it is, and it's I would say blood is thicker than water. I guess these people are the water. I'll stop, Tara, but there's no one dragging him into anything. There's no one dragging him into anything. He just doesn't know Jesse. I mean, I asked him about it. He doesn't know. I'm sorry, but he doesn't know her. There was a time when he stayed over in Jesse's house when he was 1.5, but Eddie's not 1.5 anymore. He does not know her. He doesn't even know that's all right. That's his aunt. He doesn't know it. Yeah, I'll bring him up. I can bring him up all day long. I brought him into the world. Why not? That's my child. No one will take that away from me. Even the judge said that. No one will ever take that away from me. No, he just knows that he doesn't know a whole lot, to be honest. He's only a child, but I protect him in every corner you can protect the child. But he also doesn't understand why someone would say they know him when they really don't. I was told by the court of law, none can never take the fact away that I'm his mother, and I never give up custody of him or anything like that. So you might as well get that out of your mind because that's not true. That's a lot of bullshit. You know. I at the time, yeah, he was probably better off going down to his dad because I wasn't well. Yeah, I am Irish, but I've been living in the UK since year 2011. Yeah, I am Irish. But then again, I use the Union Jack on my channel, which is kind of weird. But anyway, now getting away from that. There's a situation going on here in the UK. I want everyone to know this. The government ordered a lot of British flags to come down in the UK. So there was a thing called Operation Put the Flags Up. And I watched it and I was thinking, oh my God, I didn't even know this was going on. You know why? I live in Huntington and no matter where I go in Huntington, there's a Union Jack. There's a flag. All the way through the whole street, there's a Union Jack. I didn't realize that there's a big operation going on right now where they're putting flags up all over the UK. I didn't know that. And I want to give a big shout out to the people who are doing that. But where I live, the Union Jacks are there all the time. The flags are there all the time. But I've seen videos, I've seen footage where the flags were not allowed. And I was thinking, what the fuck is going on with the UK? These people, like. So I seen a thing on a channel, and it was called Operation Put the Flags Back Up. And I was like, oh my God. So I was kind of a bit shocked by that with the flag situation because where I live, no matter where you go, the Union Jack, which is the Union Jack I use on my channel, that's all over Holland. It's all over there. The flags do not come down. Um, but apparently in other parts of the UK, there's been a situation going on there. I gotta be careful what I'm saying because, like I said, the fucking hunting police are listening to my channel, and I don't want to incite craziness or anything like that because I know I've watched this. I know a woman said something on fucking Facebook, and she got arrested for that, and I think she's still in jail right now for that kind of crap. So don't want to say that I'm worried about that. You know what I mean? So what you have is you have the Brits putting up flags all over the UK. Oh, Sarah, they're not going to call you all the way from. They're not going to call you all the. Honda police are not going to call you all the way in America. They'd have to come out here and call you on WhatsApp. Sarah, I promise and swear to you, those police officers could tell me what I was saying on my fucking channel. So, but I want to talk about, I don't want to talk about, what I want to talk about is Operation Put the Flags Back Up. Um, I watched channels about that, and I didn't realize things like that were going on. Take me to a psychiatric ward. Okay. Okay. I'll have to be treating that. In order for them to do that, I have to do something wrong, which I won't be doing that. But like I said, Operation Put the Flags Up. I did not realize, because I live in Hollington, I didn't realize, because there's Union Jack flags all over Hollington. I mean, everywhere you go down, there's the flag, right? I did not know that there was a situation going on in the UK, and he actually praised Donald Trump for being a strong leader and said they need a person like Donald Trump to sort out the problems. They're saying Keir Starmer is a piece of shit, which we all know he is, because he took away the winter fuel allowance, and I don't believe we got it back yet, but and that's going into politics a little bit. Um, but there was a rally going on in central London with, y'all might know Tommy Robinson. Um, he was the leader of the English Defence League, but not anymore. He's stepped down from all that. And he was doing a rally. He was doing a rally, and it was amazing. He was saying they need Donald Trump over there to help UK because of the illegal immigrations and the problems. I heard that when these people get off these dinghies, they get into a hotel. They have a doctor and a dentist standing by. They also get a mobile phone for free, and they also get a lot of money. And this is all coming out of the taxpayers' pocket here in the UK. So the UK people have a major problem with that. Fuck it, the police might knock on my door talking about this shit. But anyway, so that, I mean, for to be hold a big rally in central London, and Tommy Robinson was there saying they needed Donald Trump because he's a leader, big time, big time. And Keir Starmer, I don't, I don't think he's gonna last too much longer. But that's what's going on here in the UK. So what they did was Operation put up the Union Jack and the English flag, and I didn't realize any of this was even going on because where I live, all the flags were up, so I didn't know. But for them to hold a rally in the central London, and that would be Zone One in central London, go look it up if you think I'm bullshitting. Um, you have people saying that they needed Donald Trump because he's like he don't put up that bullshit. And actually, Donald Trump did say that the mayor of London was doing a horrible job, and that's there. Go look it up. It's there. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know this crap was going on. I didn't, because I live in Hunting, I didn't, because the Union Jack and all the, I mean, no matter where you go here in Hunting, the Union Jack is up, it's flying, you know what I mean? I didn't know that was going on in the other parts of the UK. And I heard that one woman said something, I don't know what she said, um, on Facebook, and she ended up getting arrested for it. Right? Go look it up if you think I'm lying. I was totally, completely shocked. I didn't know it was that bad, I didn't know things over here in the UK were that bad because I live in the seaside countryside of the UK where everything's pretty and everything's nice and you have the Union Jack flying all the time. I didn't know anything was going on in the other parts of the country, so to speak, until I started looking up these other parts of the UK, more or less, and I was like, oh my God, you know, the the English people, God bless them, right? They were like putting flags up, climbing poles, and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. I was like, oh my God, I mean, is this for real? I just can't believe that. I haven't been in Ireland in a long time, so I don't even know what's going on over there. So I was thinking, oh my God, I mean, is this happening? Is this happening all around? Is this happening in my country, which would be Ireland? Um, I don't know. I did not know that the parts of the government made people take down their own country flag. I was always taught when I was in the military, and I don't give a fuck what anyone says. The FCA stepped down in the year 1995. I didn't join in 1995. I joined when the RDF came out. Um, I was always said, they always taught me back then, the politicians will change, but the flag will always stay the same. And that's what I was always taught. And I couldn't believe that people were making people were telling people to take down the flags. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, if you just take a good look at Belfast, I mean, oh my God. If you think I'm lying, go Google it, go look it up, go watch it. I was shocked when I seen it, to be honest, because like I said, I'm living in a country town, where it's kind of hot. It's where I'm living is like a country town where it's which I don't even like living here, but anyways, because I find it very boring. Not a lot happens around here at all. And the Union Jack, when you go down the street, for every time you go down, I must do it with my tablet actually. Every time you go down, the Union Jack is there. It's all the time there, 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 there. It's all the time there. And I didn't know that the rest of the country were going through this kind of stuff. I didn't know it. I didn't know a woman was arrested on Facebook for speaking her truth. I didn't know that, you know. So I gotta be careful of what I say because I don't want to get arrested for crap, inciting whatever the fucking word would be. But no, I was like, we are so censored here in the UK. Keir Starmer says that we have freedom of speech. No, we don't. And if you go back and look, as some of the reports and some of the stuff, you will hear Donald Trump saying it. And actually, he's second in command, which would be the second in command, the vice president. They said the same thing. A woman locked up for saying her what she felt about it on Facebook, and I do believe today she's still locked up. I wouldn't say she was sentenced or anything like that, but she's been held in custody, which is really fucked up. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, what's the world coming to? I mean, you're in a little bubble over here. You're in a little bubble here in Hollington, and you have all this stuff going on outside. Your little bubble, as in Hollington, and that they took out the reason why they took down the flags was because of the immigration people coming across on dinghies. And look, I've heard a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I don't want to say here on YouTube because I know they're listening in. I know that they're listening in case I fucking say, okay, I'm gonna do something tonight or some shit, but that's not gonna happen. Um, but of course, I went and I looked and I was thinking, is this stuff for real? It is. It's true. I was like, wow. I mean, this is the UK. What? I mean, what's going on? Are you still thinking about, oh, Jamie? No, not at all. I don't, I don't think about anyone. I don't, you know, I, it's kind of crazy. I was like, this is crazy what's going on here in the UK. I don't even know if that's going on in Ireland. I can't imagine anyone in Ireland taking down a flag. That's crazy to me. And like I said, because I live in this little bubble of Honiton, and every place you go, there's the Union Jackets line. And I never knew that other areas in the UK were made to take down their own flag of their country, of where they come from, their desires, their everything. And we had Tommy Robinson, aka Yaxi Lennon, which is half Irish and half British, just like myself, who had a major big protest there in the central London, and said Donald Trump, well, they would like a bit of him. Truth needs to be speaking, and that's what's going on here in this country right now. I didn't realize it was until I ventured out to other channels, and I was thinking, holy hell. Didn't know that shit was going on. Didn't know they were making them take down their own flag of their own country. Like I said, when I joined the RDF, and if you want to go back and look, the FCA stepped down in 1995. I never joined that. I joined the RDF, which is classed as the Irish Defence Forces. It says it on my fucking card, even to be honest. But I always remember my sergeants and the people who were hired than me saying to me, Susan, I always remember one thing. All the politicians may change, but the flag will always stay the same. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on here in the UK? You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. It really is. I just want to say, you know, because I get up early and I go to bed early and I get tired really quick. Like I said before, there's no one can hurt me. I mean, look, if I could fucking write a book, I think it would be a pretty interesting one. But going through what I went through in my days, you know, if anyone ever asked me, have I any regrets? I would say this, and I've said it many times. The only regret I have is getting on the plane in the year 2011 and coming to the UK. I should never have came here. Not being the way I was in my mind and my head, and being an Irish, reserve soldier and whatnot. I should probably have never came here at all. But it is what it is. I can't change it. But if anyone asks me my regrets, I regret that. Yeah, I do. I know how good I had it over there. I never went without money. Never went without anything at all. Um, Over here, it's hard. Especially when you're on your own and you're standing by your last born child and you're thinking, oh, well, I'm not going to leave him. I was always taught as well, you don't leave any person behind. And as sick as I may get at times, and times when I might go into hospital for not psychiatric help, but for physical, um, I still stand by what I say. I won't leave a young son. I won't leave him behind. And if people don't understand that and get that, I mean, that's up to you. That really is. I've always said it. There was many times when I was very fucking ill, and I wouldn't go back. Why? Can't leave a young one, can't leave a better child behind. I've always said it. Can't leave a better child behind. No way. You know. And I guess the Irish person, they don't even know. Oh well, look, if someone coming in calling themselves the Hunt police station, oh fuck off. It take all that long to make that troll account. Well, Wendy, look, I mean, life is what it is. What can I say? I mean, we all go through hard times, and I guess I'm going through it. You know what I mean? There's many times. Look, you don't see the night terrors. You don't see the fucking crap I go through. You don't see it. You know. You don't see the heartbreak when I see someone walking out my front door. You don't see that neither. It's not put on nothing. You think I put everything on YouTube? No, I don't. If anything, I put a very minor stuff on YouTube. And Hunter police station will come in, which I know that's bullshit. What are you gonna do? Come up and arrest me now? Well, you can fuck right off. Because I know that's a troll account. Oh, shut the fuck up. That's not, you know what? I even know the officer's name if he was gonna come in here. And he certainly won't come under the name on the police sergeant. So, just stop. They're not interested in coming into my channel unless I do something fucking stupid. which is not going to happen. I even know the officers who do come in here. Right. Yeah, Makuna, you're right. Makuna, I mean, at the end of the day, you're right. I mean, the night fucking terror, man. I mean, that's something to deal with. You wake up in fucking a terrible situation and you reach out and there's no one there. You know what I mean? There's no one there to help me. There is no one actually there. You know how many times that I thought my son was here with me when he really wasn't. you know, I go looking for him. Oh, shut the fuck up. You know what? I'm gonna block you myself, you dumb fuck. Hunt police station, my fucking arse. Bye now. I know it took you a long time to make that thing up, but go ahead. The night terrors are something bad. Yeah, it's. I know the worst thing about it all is there's no one there. There's no one there to help you, so you gotta go through it, I guess, by yourself. And that's why I made so many wills out and whatnot because well, that's what you may think, but I'm not actually drinking, so try him. You know, if you're gonna keep doing the spiel about the drinking shit, go on, keep going. I don't care. It's like everyone thinks that you're drinking 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. No, that's not my life. My life is not that at all. And I know that's what you wish I was doing, but yeah, that's probably just well, it's obviously another troll. Fucking night terrors, man. There's something else. I go through that all the time. But like I said before, I've made up wills. I've done paperwork. I've written down everything I want. Um, and I'm sorry, but Irish is not going to be involved in any of it. Not at all. Um, is this a young time to do that kind of crap? Yeah, it is. I do believe it's very young. I mean, I wouldn't have done it until I went through that whole fucking C-19 bullshit. I had nothing in place. I had they wouldn't allow my family into my home. There was so much people don't know. So yes, doing a will like the wills I have done, that is a very young age, but it needs to be put in place because you're never promised tomorrow. You know, you're not promised tomorrow. And I always said that. I couldn't look more true fucking to me, be quite honest. But purple like How many minutes did you time? Look, purple, the light. Look, I deleted it. It's not what I told you. It's never gonna go on YouTube. So what's your fucking problem? It's not gonna come on there. Anyways, look. What does it matter? It doesn't matter. I don't know when I'm gonna go live again. As I said, I go to bed early and I wake up early. I normally wake up UK hours, maybe half 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Um, and I go to bed early. And like I said, I have them stuff. I have that paperwork drawn up. It's being notarized and it's there. I've even given my bank details over and stuff like that. I don't want them. I don't. I mean, my last will and wish, and I'm going to say it now. My channel. I don't want her around me at all. She never had the best interest of my heart. Never. So what I've done is I have the power now to block it. So that's what I've done. Right, guys, I'm going to get off here. I'm getting tired. I need to go and get something to eat. I didn't eat. Of course, I eat once a day, but I need to get off. I appreciate everyone coming in here. I mean, they don't want anyone to come in here at all, but I've been here before you. Remember that? Just remember that for 1 minute. I didn't buy my subs. You did. I mean, your numbers clearly show it. Um. Anyway, I mean, someone with 2,000 subscribers, within the first 1,000 subs, you should be getting a fucking they call it a YouTube button, or shall I say, maybe it's for 5,000. I don't know. Excuse me, I can't remember. But no, YouTube doesn't mean that word. YouTube doesn't mean. YouTube does not mean everything to me. I love YouTube, and I'm going to use YouTube a lot more when we start coming into the kind of we're going to start coming into the winter more or less because it's a thing called seasonal depression. Yeah, I know, right? Well, look, fucking well, at least that was only a small burp, right, Heather? If you listen to Buckeyes, I mean, really, you criticize me about my small little burp. Listen to her one. You know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the channel more often during the winter months because obviously I'm here by myself. And I will come on there at a respectable time, and I will stand there for a couple of hours and get off. That's gonna be me. But I gotta once again I want to I don't know what was brewing in the UK, but I know there's a lot going on right now. With the putting up the Union Jack flags and stuff like that. I mean, because I live in Huntington, I mean, it's very normal for me to go down there and see flags all over the place. That's very normal for me. And has that changed? No, it has not. But I didn't know the rest of the UK were having a problem with that. But I did see what's going on, right? I believe that and this is my opinion and my opinion only. Take it as you will. Um, the English people have the right to do anything they want to do. If they need to put up more flags and stuff like that, well, so be it. I have never heard of a country taking down their own flag. Like I said, I haven't been in Ireland since, I don't know. I haven't been in Ireland in a long time. I did attempt to go, but it is what it is. And I've never heard of a country taking down their own flag. I mean, yeah, that's weird. You know, oh God, Dora just passing through. Uh, hey, Sydney girl, I don't know. Fucking hell, Dora. I wonder where you were gone, Dora, actually. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I need to go. What I need to do now is go and get something to eat. Um, because I haven't ate all day, obviously. You know, because I only eat once a day. Trying to keep myself somewhat slim. Considering my mobility is rubbish. But anyways, look, I'm gonna get off, guys. I love you all. Wish you all the best. I hope Britain opens their eyes and puts their flags back right up. You know, that's their flag at the end of the day. That's their country. You know, crazy things what's going on over here right now. But strangely enough, until I looked at other people's channels, I didn't know that was even happening. Because here in Hollington, with the Union Jack flying all over, I mean, every second place you go, the Union Jack is there, you know. Funny how you call me Susie, you know. Was that someone hiding under a troll account? No, I'm getting ready to get off Emma. I was just talking about the things, what's going on here in the UK. You know, that's all, more or less. I didn't have a drink. I need to go and get fucking something to eat, more or less, and get off my backside and go and cook it. Yeah. I know. I've been looking at people's. Well, you know, in the UK, I heard a lady got arrested for her Facebook comments, more or less. I was like, wow, okay. I didn't realize what was going on. And then I seen Tommy Robinson, aka actually Lennon from half Irish, half mother's Irish, father's English kind of thing. Um, Everyone knows his proper name. No, I'm not gonna burn my kitchen. Oh my god, not gonna happen. I'm just tired because I wake up really early and I go to bed really early. That's what's wrong with me right now. And I need to go and have some food. That's what I need to do. I need to get off here and have some food. I mean, what time are we? It's pretty late. I mean, all day long with no food. Yeah, I need to go and get some food. Ramen noodles, nice. I no, don't think I'll be doing that. No, I'll probably do a proper meal. Like it's like one meal per day, so you do a proper meal, and that would last you. Like I said, my mobility is crap. I mean, my back is screwed up, so I do a nice good I do a nice meal. Try to keep it healthy. And in the winter, and what I'm gonna do is probably turn on the cam and start doing some meals then. Corn dogs, maybe. I don't even know what corn dogs are. I don't know how to cook them. I don't know how to cook corn dogs. It's funny, company call me US. I don't know how to cook them. I think that's a more very much American thing. I don't know how to cook that at all. So no, it won't be that. you know, I'm thinking to do a nice bacon and cabbage. You know, bacon and ribs maybe or something. Something really fucking nice. And you can eat as much as you want. You won't fucking gain a pound. You know what I mean? Um, don't forget the what? Oh God, I don't know how to do tacos either. Uh, well, I had an ex-boyfriend who knew how to do them, but I don't know how to do them. He used to do a real damn good job of them, actually. It was really fucking nice, but that was back in the day. You know what I mean? But here, I'm here by myself right now. Make me hungry. All right, I'm getting off here. I'm getting off here. Right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. God bless. Good night. And won't say good night because it's not really night, is it? Um, take care and look after each other and love each other and just be nice to everybody, all right?